Okay, so very good afternoon, everybody. I think there's one thing which I have always believed in, respected, and loved, and that is good conversation with friends. So in this COVID era, I think first and foremost, obviously, we were in deep, you can say, panic, planning, strategy, huge mood swings. What to do? How do we adopt the new normal? How do we serve the customers? How to take care of employees? How to take care of families? And it was such a huge rush of so many activities happening together. And then came in all the webinars, all the serious talks, all about COVID, post COVID, all about cyber risks, all about distillation. And there was a time when I was thinking that if I hear some more webinars, I can't handle it anymore. Matlab, it is so much. If I open news room, they are talking of all what is going wrong in the world. And I said, somewhere I'm missing my college days of sitting under the banyan tree with friends, having a cup of tea, discussing about everything and anything under the sun. And I was thinking, where can I get my friends again? And that moment I was looking through LinkedIn and I saw that I have close to 7 lakh friends on one platform. I said, why I'm looking at friends anywhere? And I have so many friends here. Let me start having conversations, And I thought, let me call it Tea and Tales. And whoever wants to join in, they can. And then obviously I put that post, and we had quite some people who joined in. And then I picked up three of them, I think, whom I had been connected for a long time. And so let's start the first episode where we have conversations like good old friends, like sitting in a college canteen, together with a cup of tea, and we have tea and tales. And that is where the conversations will happen, discussion will happen. If something good comes out, we pick it up. If something does not come out, at least we have some leisure moments. And Friday 4 p.m., the week is through with us. Ho gaya kaam. We had enough work, enough stuff, enough webinars. Let's relax. Let's have a conversation. And today for you, I have three friends from LinkedIn who have been there and one first to begin with, we have Dr. Shraddha, who is the head for health insurance at Novartis Healthcare Limited. Then we have Abhimnu, a startup guy, a founder who does huge amount of exciting work. Anurag, a journalist, in Z. So can you imagine? We have somebody from healthcare, a startup founder, and from the journalism world. This combination, let's talk. So we start this conversation. It's free flowing, not pre-scripted. Anybody ask anything, we are live and we are friends together. And as we move forward, anyone if you want to do this, every week I want to be here. Please do send me a text, and we try and connect together. So over to you, friends. First to begin, let's start with Dr. Shraddha. Anything in your life which changed your complete perspective towards life, or something that really transformed you, some incident, some story, Doctor, will be happy to hear from you if you have something like that.
Yes, I think something which transformed me was I will share this incident way back in 2012. Uh, I was at the BITS Pilani campus, so I had did my MPhil, so I was there for a 1 month contact program, and it was in January. So generally the temperatures are -2 and 0, and morning classes start at really early at 8 o'clock. They go on till 5 6, and you have to do your assignments in the night. So library is a 24 hours library. There's a night canteen, and you have to do it in the night. And for me, I was carrying my 9-month-old daughter along with me at that time because I had delivered her in 2011. So I had taken her along with all that apprehension that अरे उसको ठंडी लगेगी क्या होगा. But you would not believe, in that 1 month I made amazing friends, and to combination of the tea. So we coined a term as chayakkards. So we were a group of 30 people. There were only 4 5 girls, and there was like huge group of guys in that group. So they would have their evening addas with their beers and stuff. And me and one of my friend, Dr. Vasundhara Atre, I would want to take her name. She's a cardiac anesthetist. So she was a complete chai addict. And we used to land up having some 8 to 10 cups of tea, matlab every 1 hour something. And she's like, "Arey, ye piyakkado ko rehne do, let's be chayakkads." So the chai and the chayakkad. So we coined that term, and we were known like this. 2 3 girls were known in the group that they are addicted to chai. So the love of chai actually started way back in 2011-12 after this incident. And yes, it changed my life in a way when, if I can do that 1.5 month with the 9-month-old baby, with waking up in the night, doing that course, getting a good grade after that 1.5 month of contact program, then I said कि चलो अभी तो कुछ भी कर सकते हैं, अगर ये सारा कुछ कर सकते हैं तो that's changed my perspective, and it also helped me look at a huge larger picture, because there were a lot of army guys and navy people also during that contact program whom I came in touch with, and their tales, like how they keep on moving after every year and have to settle their life, set up their life every year in a new environment, in a new atmosphere with their families. And we complain so much about small small thing, आज गर्मी हो रही है, आज बारिश बहुत ज्यादा है, आज पानी यहाँ है, आज पानी वहाँ है. So after that year I said, let's do this. I think anything comes on me, let me try and give it a shot. So I kind of now give my best of the shots to whatever comes my way. So yes, that was a conversation and a month which changed a lot of perspective and developed my love for chai actually.
So we heard from Checker, Dr. Shraddha, Zindagi mein kuch bhi she can do. Because when she had a small baby, working day in and day out, throughout the night, giving assignments, clearing it off, and becoming a thorough professional and doing good in life in such circumstances taught her that nothing is possible. Really, seriously, such a good tale to have. No, and Checkers, I love that word, Balab. It's a phenomenal word. I'm using it without patented. Let me give you one story. When I joined my job, and I'm from the north, so I had to join in Mumbai, and it was January. So obviously, because it was cold there, like you said, like temperature close to zero in those days. So I put up in all my woolens, and everything. And the beauty was when I got down at the Bombay station, I was all decked up with muffler and woolen, and I had girls in miniskirt moving around. You can imagine, I felt so out of the place. I said, and similarly, reverse also I saw. Once I was traveling in train from Chennai and going to north, and again it was January, and I had all these friends from south who just had half a shirt on, and they thought, okay, it's damn cool. And by the time we crossed Bhopal and started entering Jhansi, they were shivering if they'll die. So my mother was there with me. She donated some blankets to the bhai jinda raho, udhar ke kuch kharid le. So I think nowadays with all these flights, we miss this pleasure of seeing how different weathers play out and how unprepared we were. Earlier, this used to be a common sight. So interesting to hear from you. No, seriously, very, very good story. Abhimni, over to you. Founder at a young age, doing all this crazy stuff, all these setbacks, winning. What has been transformative for you in your life?
So, Tapan, thanks for first of all giving and choosing us to be the co-people whom we can chat. Uh, if I talk about right from beginning COVID days, I still feel that we have gone back to our earlier days. जब लाइफ में बहुत चाहत नहीं होती थी, जो होता था, for that also we used to love it, and we used to feel happy for everything. And in today's world, it has created, and today whatever we want and we gun for it. It's a rat race which has become. So I'll go back to my college days. So I have done my colleging from Chandigarh, and Chandigarh is a beautiful city which is famous for I would say two things: the city and the beautiful ladies into that city. So that used to be the beauty of the city. Uh, so after boozing at 7-8 p.m., there used to be the chai ka lalak at 2 p.m. Now where to get the chai? I still remember. That's number one. That in outside our hostel there used to be anda burji and chai. Who can forget those memories? And secondly, when I came to Delhi, and I'm not too sure how many would know, but a lot of North Indians would at least know the Ganga Dhaba Chai Wala in JNU, and that's a famous place to have, where all the big great leaders have come from. रात को बैठ के सबके बारे में बात करना, all political moods used to be there, all bunch of ladies and gents sitting together criticizing one and the most, whether it's a BJP or Congress. You say they have done damn and they have done damn. That used to be that everyone wanted to be a krantikari and say, when I grow up, I will have that baton to change this world. So that used to be the courage for each one of us when we were in our college days, sir. So I still remember those beautiful nights what we have spent with friends, and wish those time come back, and we'll live those days again, sir.
Fantastic, Anurag. I think the learning that I have from your tale is that when you were young, and all of us, and you rightly said, we felt and believed we can change the world. No, all the wrongs we shall correct it. Unfortunately, somewhere in this desert of life, we lose ourselves. It's so sad. That Krantikari in us should be there. The desire to transform the world, the desire to change the world, desire to make a difference in society, desire to make a difference to one individual, to make somebody smile, should never disappear. If it requires a cup of tea, so be it. If it requires a dhaba, so be it. Why don't you go to dhaba again? In fact, in all my sales, if any city you don't get tea, I'll tell you where to go. One, station, guaranteed. Whatever time you'll get. Two, outside the campus. I think two places, 24/7. No, those days you still had 24/7 restaurants that you have now. But you get it. Thank you so much, Anurag. And now I would move on to Anurag after Abhimanyu. Anurag, any story from your side? You have been a journalist. You met so many people. Journalists and tea, obviously, they go together. I'll not talk of smoking because it is bad and people should not. And I myself was a smoker. I gave up smoking, and that is a different story. Before I think Anurag is having some issues with his connectivity while he comes back. So just to give the story to some of you who would be smoking. So in early times, you didn't have problem with smoking. You could smoke, anywhere in office also. It came, all the rules came in later. You were surprised you could smoke in flights also. Now, in those days, I used to really love my tobacco, and then I had small kids, And then one day, my daughter, I think she was very small. She just told me, "Dad, why do you smoke?" I said, "I'm sorry, but no, I just like it." She said, "See, I like chewing gum. You like smoking. So let's do a deal. And I give up chewing gum, you give up smoking." Now I thought as a father, now if I don't live up to her expectations, then what kind of messaging I'm giving my daughter? So I quit smoking. She quit chewing gum sometime, and then she started again. But having quit smoking, I tell you, I feel really great. I think when I used to smoke, I felt that it's really helpful. But later, I realized after quitting, I feel much happier, much better, more energetic, than I used to when smoking. So coming to, as a journalist, cigarette and tea are the image that you create when you talk about journalists. So over to you, Anurag. Any transmitted tale from your side that
So
you would like
I'm
to hear?
not I'm not able to hear clearly, but whatever I could make it. So my experience is that, sir, चाय की
Anurag,
और
we're missing you.
जब भी बात आती है तो yes, sir, you are able to hear me, sir?
Yes, yes.
Okay. No worry. I think Anurag has some connectivity issue. Now, whenever he's able to connect back in, I go back to Abhimanyu. Abhimanyu, in your story of startup that you had, so what exactly got you in mind to do a startup? Like, why you do that? I always wanted to do that, never had the courage to do it. So let's hear from you. Like, how did you do this?
Yeah, great, sir. I mean, while I was saying that in our college days, at least, I might not get back to the school days, but in college days, I always used to say one fact: जो जवानी में क्रांतिकारी नहीं हुआ वो जवान नहीं हुआ. So I always had that feel, and being into, so I had been I would say a college politician, being representing few of the different young groups, I would say. So I was president for my college through ABBP. So when I initially, the thought was that let's get into a bureaucratic channel. So because I hail from bureaucratic family, wherein the maternal and paternal side happens to be the IAS and IPS of the world. But soon I realized, hey, one is that, will I be able to suffice when my parents grow old? Will I earn that much? That was number one. Second, will the bureaucracy allow me to do something which I want to do it for the larger society? So with these two thoughts, we bunch of friends, and that's the beauty, sir, whom you used to have that tea at evening, at night, when those friends becomes companion and they becomes partner in the journey, you cannot expect anything more from life. and that's how we decided. So one of my friend, we shared 3 decades of relationship, and we thought that can we make people happy? Is there a way that wherein we can get that charm back to the life of the people? And when we thought of this, one was that can we have our employees, because for any brand they are the internal customer, are the crux, they are the main pillar for any organization. We thought, can we do something around that? And therein we thought, why not to innovate something which gains or which makes them happy, which help them maybe to get into a mode where you could do lot of happiness you bring around them, lot of innovation you bring around them. So motivation and engagement were the pieces which we thought, can we do that? But I would agree to the fact, sir, that on the contrary, always had that ziggle in the mind. Hey, if we fail, what would happen? Our friends were getting into the big and big cars. The size of the homes were increasing, and we used to be there. We were there, and that's the courage you need to have when you become an entrepreneur. So you rightly said, sir, you need to have that courage. So today, what we are trying to do is we say that let's make either an internal customer or the external customer for any brand. It could be agents, or it could be dealer distributor, or could be employees. We help them through our digital platform to improvise, collaborate, throw their heart and soul, and then and there you are able to cherish. You need to make friends, and if you have friends, you sustain in an organization, and
Exceptional.
maybe a world. Yeah. So that was the feeling, sir, wherein we thought to derive the wheel towards the.
No, Abhimni, I love your statement of making people happy. I think that is something I'm obsessed about. Seriously, I love that part. No, and now after you've shifted all your rooms, now the only point you have, you have to hang out of the window to get the connectivity. So can you hear us now? Oh, poor guy. He's
He
connected
Sir,
so terrible. I think
sir,
one
before
person.
took it literally.
yeah, sir, before Anurag join, I have a question for you.
Yeah, please shoot.
And please don't mind, it's a kind of a chutki I would take, and with all your due permission and respect. So I know, sir, that I know, sir, that since it's a discussion on chai, so I can, so since we are friends, you hail around lot of countries, and you are a busy man roaming around in different parts of the globe, and I know that you have touched each and every corner in the globe. What is your reaction of the family? So because you haven't started today, you had been roaming outside since long and all alone. What is the reaction of mom and spouse? Because that reaction I would want to listen out from you,
I
because that would be good to
your
us.
wife about it. Okay, I'll charge you for this business secret.
Yeah.
So let me give you two story, no, and then it'll sum it up. First is this COVID story. So now I'm home most of the time, no, not traveling at all. So I told my wife that all your prayers have got answered. No, she said, "Jada मांग लिया लगता है."
Sir, I want to ask Sir Tapan sir. I have interacted with you couple of times.
Yeah,
So
right.
always, whatever I have discussed with you, your answers were completely positive only. Although practically it wasn't that much possible. But how come you are always optimistic and positive in nature in your actions, sir?
Perfect, Anurag. I'll answer you. Half of Abhinav question remains, then your answer, then I'll go to Dr. Shraddha. So first half of Abhinav was that this is what. But let me come to the second part of it. So very early on, no, I was setting up businesses, traveling 20 days in a month, which I still do, no, and I'm 53 years old now. I still love to do that. Meeting people across the world, no, setting up this company also by Allianz at the year 2001. So like crazy, no, and you are a startup founder, you would know early on 8 in the morning till 1 in the night. And then somewhere my wife one day asked me this question: Are you really serious? This is the life that you want? And I was thinking, yeah, she has a point. Why are you doing it? And then the decision was that either I stop doing it or I make her a part of all this, what I'm doing. So what I did was, this is the second part of it. So I ensure that wherever I travel, and whatever perks I have, and my entire salary account, I did a joint account. Whatever I would get, I ensure that she would have it, And let's say if I got business class entitlement, I ensure that she would travel no business class, which I would pay for, no. And I ensure that wherever I am going, she has the option. So there are times, let's say I'm in London and there's a weekend in between, and she is free, she would know get a tickets book and come over for the weekend, no, out there. So the point is, Abhimanyu, you get your family involved in your journey, or you step back a bit, because in the end of the day, why are we doing it? Is it just the money? How much money do we require? Really, no, for the family, for our friends, no, for the society. If that be the answer, if you get it and your family is lost, no, then there's a song which was from Pyasa. Remember, ye duniya mil bhi gayi to kya hai, no? I don't know, you guys are too young, but that was a very popular song even before my era also. But no, then how would he do it? I actually saw the comment from Alka. He says, I don't think he roams around. I was always with him. See, people are aware
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
And it's a small tip. I mean, very early on, I got this done. Yeah. I ensure that my family has the full right to join. Daughters, the times when I'm traveling and they're free, and they would be moving in the time that I have. I never hesitate to spend money on my family, so that we can be together. And there are times there's a hotel in Mumbai. If you ask the concierge head there, he laughs. It's at the airport. He says, it's so funny. I never seen a family. One of you comes from London, other comes from, let's say, Pune, third is coming from Delhi. And we all meet in the hotel there, to spend time together. And then we get dispersed. Get that, the fun that you're talking about, get that, into what you are doing at all points of time. Now, coming to Anurag's positivity question. Anurag, there are two things to it. The human mind is an amazing machine. It can do so much thing, but on emotions, it can only take one emotion at a time. So what you try sometime is, they try to be happy and sad together. But you will never be able to do that. It means that you decide the emotion that you want to have. I've decided to be positive. I decided to be happy. In case of conflict, I choose positivity and happiness. And the human mind, whatever evolutions happen, it can't take two emotions together. So that's why, Anurag, whenever you question me as a journalist, I'm always super positive. And most of what I'm positive about, at times it looks ahead of times, but then we get there. Because once you have a desire, like Abhimanyu said, Krantikari agar dil mein hai, to Kranti to hogi. Revolution will
But
happen.
sir,
You desire to change the
but
world.
sir,
Yeah, Anurag.
sir, don't you think that at times situations are like that only, where practically that so much of positivity will not help only. Then only, sir, during that time also you will intend to be completely positive and optimistic only.
Yeah, so let us talk of COVID, when this happened, because this is a real test case. And again, I have a lot of my people also on the view, they will be able to subscribe to that. So when COVID happened, the first reaction was of shock. Imagine that lockdown happened, you have to be at home, and we have like 12 crores customers who had to be serviced, claims are happening, people were not able to go back home. It was such a huge crisis. So obviously we set up all this business continuity and we were able to service all the customers. All that is a different story and we did very well. But for me, the biggest worry is that my people should not feel low or depressed. So one, I got them a connection to a psychologist, psychiatrist, all paid by us and completely anonymous. Second, I started all these activities that, like Abhimanyu was mentioning, to connect to people. You'll be surprised to know that we called all our 10,000 employees and all our 50,000 agents spoke to them. Conversation is critical. So as I said, in case of doubt, always choose the emotion that you would like to be in. And if you're positive, you'll find solutions. If you get frozen by a crisis, you can't. And I do not know how many of you know, if you have traveled into jungles and if you're traveling in the night and your headlights on, if an animal comes ahead of your car and the headlight is on, the animal freezes. It neither runs, nor it gets frozen by the entire, that blinding of the light. If it just moves its head, it can run away from there, but it cannot. That's how as humans we are. If we get frozen, by a crisis, then we can't move. Good. Dr. Shraddha, anything you want to ask?
Yes, sir. I actually, had followed your Street MBA series, which you had done. So basically, any lesson from the tea and economics, like if you see the small time tea sellers, I looked at one of the videos. So basically, they without any education background, anything, they in fact employ 7-8 people, and they can actually make a profit of close to 35,000 a month, and selling a cutting chai for $5 on a
See,
daily
the
basis. You know.
so
Yes.
let's say like Abhinav mentioned or no, what you also mentioned, their customers are very loyal to them. I remember I used to in my college go to the same tea shop and Mr. say कि वो cutting चाय लाना मलाई मार के no और थोड़ा पत्ती रोक के और चीनी रोक के no. So I think so you and you always prepare the way I would like it, and sometimes you would give something extra also. Sir, आज ये खा के देखो ना बनाया हुआ है आपके लिए So I think the customer service, the understanding of customer segmentation, the obsession that they have, and the personal touch that they have is unbelievable. So most of us, in fact, in all cities that I travel to, I still try and go to the shop that which I really like, just because the way the person interacts with or talks about. I think that is something which has been very, very critical. Then the
Sir, when you joined New India, I hope you started your career with New India as a double AO in 80s.
Yes.
So at that time, you ever thought that few years down the line, you will be heading one of most reputed general insurance company? During that time, you ever thought that you will reach that pinnacle, or in New India also you will reach up to the chairmanship?
Okay, Anurag. I'll complete Shraddha's question, then come to you again. Okay. I know your character is on and off, so you have to know which and what is there.
So,
So,
sir, the extension to the question was, okay, sir, you can answer, sir, please.
Yeah. So that's the first point. Second part, you should always see the resilience. The shop may get demolished. You never see them down and out. They may just say, "ठीक है."
I come
Next
back.
time, the positivity brings them back again. That if you can just pick up these two things, you're through. Sorry, what you were saying on the extension part?
So basically, the learnings from them that they customize their tea as per the individual. So किसी को इलायची, किसी को masala, किसी को black. So in the corporate world, have you got any eureka innovation ideas, or do you think insurance person, now I'll ask the domain expertise, that anytime in future will give you this customization in the products कि मुझे थोड़ा ऐसा चाहिए, मुझे थोड़ा ऐसा चाहिए, and things like that?
That is already happening now, Shraddha, and it will also emerge more and more for a simple reason. As legislation happens, and customers should have the choice. We believe it. So we have a lot of modular products coming in now. So give insurance industry 1 or 2 years, and you will actually see what you are saying. So the race has started. People are putting up modular products, and you will see it in real terms as what you said. You're cutting chai with ilaichi is coming very soon. Now coming back to Anurag, कभी ऐसा सोचा कि नहीं सोचा? Anurag, जब मैं छोटा था, a lot of these uncle aunts would come to house. I do not know how they are now. In my time, the first question they saw a young kid was, "Ki beta banoge kya?" Is it still the same, Shraddha, Abhinav, Anurag? Like they still ask the question, "Ki beta banoge kya?" So in my time, the first question they asked, and I had no bloody clue. So I would tell them, "Kuch bhi ban jayega." I may become anything. They're not very happy with the answer, really, but it was an honest answer. I had no clue. What will I become? To answer your question, Anurag, I lived my life by the moment. I just do what I love to do. I don't really think so much as to what will I do in life. If I make some people smile, I can make some people happy. If my people are happy, we're delivering business. We are able to beat the market. We're having great fun doing it together. I'm very happy. But to answer your question, when I joined New India in the year 1981 as a direct officer, and we have this time when we have to be together, and people ask this. So I told them there at that point in time, and my batchmates should remember that. I said कि CMD तो मैं बनूंगा ही, and that one statement. And when I joined Bajaj Allianz in the year 2001 as a founding employee, and I was heading a branch then, so and I still have colleagues who are with me in the branch. I told them कि इस company का MD CEO मैं ही बनूंगा, कोई रोक नहीं सकता. And one of them told me later, sir, उस समय we were laughing at you, मतलब क्या क्या बोलते रहते हैं. And 10 years time from a branch man, I became the MD and CEO now for 8 years plus. I've been there. So I've never been obsessed about what I'll become. When I used to say that, it was just for the heck of saying it, having great fun. Ki, हाँ, karenge. So some motivation and fun is there. Second, whatever life throws at us, we should always be happy, delighted. see the best in a circumstances situation, and then move and take the next step. I think that is how one has to keep on doing it, moving on. That is that's the way I led my life. So it is done very well. So sometimes when I see my daughters very stressed out, I tell them, your father could pull out his life with all these shortcomings of his. I think you guys will do much better. So don't worry. Don't get too stressed out in life. Getting stressed out is not good. So really great.
Sir, do you think that at times destiny is defined? जहां पर आपको पहुंचना है, वो एक दिन चीजें अपना रास्ता बनाती है और आप वहां पे पहुंच जाते हैं. तो फेथ और हार्ड वर्क में आप किस तरह से बैलेंस करते हैं?
Okay. So now this is a very spiritual question that you're asking, Anurag. So let me end. This I said this is chai pe chai, this is tea and tail. So I think any question is a good question to have. So let me answer this question. My belief is on Karma Yoga, which again is defined as if you love your work and you're passionate about what you are doing, and you are fully immersed, involved, and you're putting in, like what the term is used is 100%, which reality means that you are mindfully present every moment in what you're doing, and you're relishing it, destiny will get created the way you want to. I think the focus has to be not on the destiny, but on your and your intent. That's the way I look at it. I think on this note, great talking to you, Abhimanyu. Dr. Shraddha, Anurag, we could talk I think like this throughout the night, like Abhimanyu said, but in the end, we have to get back to what we are doing and have a great time. Thank you very much. Really enjoyed talking to each one of you. Really great. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Same here, sir. Same here. It was a pleasure, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Sir, hope after post